Hello guys and welcome to my review of the Cheer Boys anime. If you're new here, welcome. I did an anime reaction series to Cheer Boys. If you want to check that out, it is a full length reaction series. If you're just here for the review, or if you're just here for the review, then welcome. And if you're like new to the channel, please check it out. If you're not and you're like and you didn't watch the Cheer Boys and you just want to check out the review, also welcome. Yeah, Cheer Boys was a bonus series I was kind of recording on my off time that I randomly just picked out of nowhere. But no, I mean, I guess the real reason was I was looking for a J drama to watch, and then I saw Cheer Boys, and I'm like, oh cool, a cheerleading drama. Then I'm like, based on an anime. Then I'm like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then I watched it, dude. And it was a great time. I really enjoyed the anime. I've only done like one anime review, which was ID Invaded, and I guess soon. I didn't do the Higurashi anime review yet, but that's also coming. Coming up before this, but we're gonna be recording that soon. I think I'm not gonna give like a rating out of 10 like I did with ID Invaded. There's just no point, dude. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. It causes stress, dude, for no reason. I mean, the show definitely had its ups and downs, which we'll talk about a little more extensively during this review. But overall, like, I had a great time. So what is Cheer Boys? It is a sports anime, 12 episodes, about a all male cheer squad in a university. Basically, that's all I'm giving you. I do enjoy sports animes. I have consumed a fair bit amount of them. I've definitely read more sports manga than anime, and this is good. It's good. It's one of the rare instances where it's a university setting, at least from my knowledge. I mean, there's high school sports stories are definitely the majority, and I'm pretty sure I've seen more sports stories with like them in their professional career than the universities level. So the only one that like comes to mind when I'm thinking of university level sports is Run with the Wind, which is a track team in university. And I mean, I like it. It's a change. All sports animes kind of have, you can argue a lot of them have a similar formula, though this doesn't follow it at all. But the good thing about university stuff is, obviously there's going to be some drama, some problems, but the university problems are generally different and unique. Like job hunting, that was also done in Run with the Wind. This one was also done. I mean, there's still like romantic problems, some a little silly than others, but yeah, I mean, just give it a point for the uniqueness vibe for the university setting. I before I did have a critique of the series, which has kind of just flipped on itself by the end of the series, which was, you have a huge cast of characters and you just don't really support them enough to have for it to be like properly balanced. So there's definitely, I mean, all sports anime has a depth issue, but like the side characters felt like for there's like basically there's two main characters really, the main cast, but like honestly there's like three characters that felt like they had a lot of depth, while the rest were kind of more on the sidelines. But that being said, I think they did a great job in doing what they can with them, because it just made sense, right? You can't properly develop, like, I believe it was a team of like what, 16, 17, cheerleaders in a 12 episode series, right? And they paced their development really well to an extent. They just gave them like short 1 to 2 minute problems, maybe solving them in like not even problems, like development in an episode that just makes you like understand and like them, even though, you know, it's not creating more depth to the character. I mean, it kind of is. Maybe my vocabulary is not doing it. You know, I'm not. I am not a professional reviewer. Smiley face. But no, what I'm trying to say is like, even though they're not the most interesting characters, they really do a great job at highlighting their development through the series in quick little bursts. Like a character called Chen, he has its moments, but like, I want to say direct focus to the series. He had like one scene at the end, at the final episode, while yeah, he probably spread throughout the 11 episodes. His like focus was probably like the amount. I mean, that's not true. Probably like 5 minutes, but he's still a great guy, dude. It's just honestly kind of impressive, because I feel like that's one of the faults, I think, for team sports, is that some of the cast just isn't interesting at all. Which again, it's inevitable, right? You just don't have enough time to spread the development, or it's just not possible. And I think this does very well with it. Very well supporting the sort of nothing characters, for better lack of words, because that's kind of rude. Like, even the characters I really didn't care about, the final episode, they finally give it to Kin's lackeys. And I like them more. I like them. I like showing their hard work, even though you didn't see it. It's cool. So I'm a fan of that. I mean, I just love also experiencing in sports animes, watching a sport that I have like no real idea of. I don't really know much about cheerleading. It definitely is a thing in Canada, but not as big as it is in the USA, I think. I mean, there's definitely sports cheerleading competitions I remember in high school. We definitely had a cheerleading team that popped off one year, I think, but I didn't know much about it. And especially early on in the show, they did a great job of explaining how it works, you know, the positions, the flyers, the bases, the towers, I believe. I forgot the last part. The one that controls the choreographs the bases and the flyers, and you know, some techniques and some terminology. And it's always just interesting for me to experience those new stuff, so I'm very happy with that, and I like it. I think cheerleading's cool. It's like gymnastics, dude, which I also don't know much about. It's fun to experience. Another strong point, probably like arguably the strongest point of the show, not the strongest point, but like, I love the OST, dude. The OST for the show is such a bop. Out of the 3 anime series I've watched on this channel, I think it's definitely the best. I mean, ID Invaded was good, especially its songs with vocals on it, and then Higurashi, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but like, I just expected more, since the visual novels one slapped so hard. And this one it had its moments, but this is just so many good tracks on this one, which I haven't listened to. I mean, in post edit I'm gonna put some songs in so you can hear for yourself, but I really enjoy it. They really fit the mood. And also, I love the opening, dude. I think it's my favorite opening of the 3 anime I reacted to this channel. The ending is no, it's not really for me. It's cutesy, but it's not. I mean, gotta give the ending to Higurashi. Like, let's be honest, that ending is so good. But the opening is solid. You check it out, dude. Maybe that'll get you to watch Cheer Boys if you haven't. Storyline, I thought it was pretty good. Like I said, focusing on some characters' lives with mini plot points, not dragging them on too much just because you don't have a lot of time. I will say, like, even though I praise that, they do, like, maybe the timing of it is a little off, because, like, they saved, like, again, for Kin's group, I really didn't care about them until the final episode, so maybe they could have sprinkled that, like, closer in, though it's kind of hard to do. I think my main thing was a character called Mizoguchi, which was like one of my favorite characters in the first half, and then he just kind of disappeared. Like, there's zero focus on him for a while until literally like the last episode, where they were showing they're giving basically every character a little moment of progression, like how they changed throughout their time on the cheer team. Yeah, like, I was like, rip Mizu, dude. He's so not impressive right now. So I think they do, like, while they do a good job when they do focus on a character, maybe it could be spread a bit more. And I guess another bigger critique would be not enough cheering. I feel like the second half, like, you learn about cheering. Second half, there's not a lot of cheering. And there's only 2 big cheer performances, which, I mean, I guess they only had 2 chances, right? The nationals and the school festival, but still, I could have done with some more cheering. I mean, there's the hospital scene, but we'll talk about that. That's the bitter issue of the animation. But like, even the qualifiers, they literally just skip through it. Like, I just want a little bit of cheering, dude. Just show some fluent cheering, because a lot of the other, like, during practice and stuff, they were just still images or just very simple like scenes, and like alternating between stills and like basic animation. Like, I just wanted more cheering. You know, it's probably like the only sports anime I've seen that just, there isn't enough sports. Well, there's a lot of sports animes I've seen where I could have used more development. I think it just needed a bit more. You don't need too much, but yeah. I think we should talk about the probably the biggest problem with the series, in my opinion, and it's the actual animation. The animation is not, it's not great. Character designs are great. I love the look of it. Throughout the reaction, I always comment on the drip, dude. their fashion sense is so good. I mean, Show's a meme. He's supposed to look bad, but can't help but appreciate the clothing sense. But the actual animation is pretty poor. There's a lot of scuff moments, and not like Higurashi, where, and then you can it kind of made sense because of the original art style of the visual novel, which was also stuffed. And a lot of that was more like over animating and stuff. Well, this was just, it just didn't look good. And like I said before, a lot of the cheer stuff was just stills, which is just, it's boring, right? But I guess the main culprit is the hospital scene, where it's a very good scene, by the way, but the actual cheer performance they did was literally just all stills, and it's just like, I get it, but I don't want to see this. This is boring and ugly. It's probably my harshest criticism of the series. Which, again, I really enjoy this series, but animation department was not great. A little surprising too, since they were produced by Brains Base, and I'm not a studio guy. I really don't care about the studios, but I mean, these guys have produced some big names, so I mean, a lot of the stuff I haven't seen, but some definitely recognizable stuff. So I'm surprised it's kind of a dud in the animation sense. That being said, at least I'm happy that, like, I don't know if it's budget restrictions or time restrictions, but they did put a lot of work into or at least it looked good when they were doing the main performances, because again, there's only two performances, the mid-season finale and the finale, where they do their cheer performances, and it's fluent. I mean, the season finales had stills and stuff, but it was purposeful, because they were still doing like reminiscing and stuff and life lessons or whatever, but it looked good when it's fluent. The cheer performances, the flips, the poses, they looked really good. Sadly, that quality was just not consistent throughout the series, which, you know, well, what can I say about it? But yeah, again, I think it's even though I'm a little bit of a downer on that note, I did really enjoy my time with it. Every episode, I mean, some more than others, but it was a great vibe. Comedy is pretty funny. I loved the romantic arc of our main character Haruki. It was its finale was pretty hilarious, and the drama's good. With Kazu's grandmother stuff, I felt my eyes watering up. I don't know how translated that went, how much you can see in the video. I didn't cry, but like Kazu's art, Sho's art, Haruki's art with his sister, they're all really well done in my opinion. So like a lot of the story was well done. And then maybe it doesn't come off as well in the actual sports element, but I think like character development and like just the drama itself is pretty great. Yeah. Anything else I can talk about? Voice acting? I don't really care about voice acting, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely don't know voice actors by name, so maybe I should have looked through it. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I was fine with it. There's definitely some good ones. Hisahi's, like, one of the highlight one was Hisahi's screaming at Haru. I think episode 8. I mean, I don't know. I don't really I mean, I do pay attention to voice acting because I love the Higurashi voice acting. So I guess technically this wasn't, you know, amazing enough for me to care about voice acting. But in general, besides some very few circumstances, I don't really care about voice acting. So it's probably fine. That's all I'm gonna take from that. They do have some big names. That's just me quickly scrolling through stuff. Yeah. Oh shit. Well, it doesn't matter. You can look that up yourself if you're interested. Also, just to talk about specific characters, you know, Aiden, what's your favorite 5 characters from the cheer team? I mean, Haru, Kazu, Sho just have to be on your top 3, I think, just because they have so much development compared to everyone else. I mean, 4th, you know, the rest might be a little more hard, but for me, 4th is definitely Dragon. If you've watched my reactions, I love Dragon, dude. He's so adorable. His name's Dragon, and love the art, bro. The Valentine's Day art was hilarious. The double broccoli stuff was great. I like personal taste, I guess. 5th one was a lot harder. I think I'm just still gonna give it to Mizu just because he had such a strong presence in the first half, and he had a bit of redemption in the last. But I think there's definitely like an argument for a lot of the characters, besides a few that just didn't get enough development. Like, I mean, Hisahi had a pretty good development, but you know, not exactly my vibe. Though I do like him. Kin, I like Kin, Chen. Lots of them could have made the top 5, but for me, it's Haru, Kazu, Sho, Dragon, and Mizo. And Aiden, what's your favorite character not on the team? It's a little hard. I mean, you have the coach. I'll put the coach because I wasn't really including her. You have Haru's sister, Gen's sister, Sakura. Oh, why do I always forget this girl's name, dude? Haru's love interest. I literally just remembered her name, and then it just, before I started talking about this, then it just poofed. I guess those are the main ones you can really, and I guess the Sparks captain and Crab Man. I think I'm gonna choose Haru's sister. I think that's close between her and the coach. Maybe even Sakura to an extent. Sorry, Haru's love interest. I mean, the ending was hilarious, but nah, can't do it. And I mean, the Sparks stats was cute. Cool. I don't know why I said cute. I mean, I guess Crab was kind of cute, but no, I think Haru's sister had a pretty interesting arc, honestly, for you know, the Haru's sister arc. Obviously, it includes both him and his sister, and I liked it. I liked her. It was set up from the beginning, and you can slowly see how bothered she was until she freaking went dead fish-eyed, and you're like, oh no, now you know it's freaking Rio, dude. But yeah, she was cool, and I love the ending to that. It, you know, I expected something a little more obvious, and you know, it ended up with freaking, I don't want to even spoil it, but it was great vibes. So yeah, good. There you go, Haru's sister, you get side character medal. My side character pick of the anime. But yeah, I think that's all I got. Great time. I guess, again, I didn't say I would rank it. Technically, it would probably be my least favorite out of the 3 I've watched. But just because it's the least favorite doesn't mean I disliked it at all. It just means the other 2 were really good. Though maybe this is kind of comparable to ID Invaded. It has a 6.69 on my anime list, which is hilarious. But no, this is great. I would definitely recommend it to any sports anime viewer. I'm sure this is definitely not. It doesn't have a very, like, I don't think a lot of people probably have watched this, at least like internationally. So yeah, I mean, if I'm ever talking about sports animes, I can definitely bring this up. I think it has a lot of charming points to it. Again, university setting, very niche sports, and great character development, great OST. Lots of great things to like about this. But yeah, I think that's all I got. If you have any other thoughts or opinions about this anime, you can always hit me up. I'm definitely willing to talk about it. If you ever want me to expand my thoughts on it too, you know, feel free to comment. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching this review. Yeah, overall, great time. Maybe slightly underrated. Just, I won't say underrated because, again, I understand if people get turned off by the animation, but everything else is really good. But yeah, I'm kind of stalling. It's my habit. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next time on another video. You know, we got more anime reactions coming, though it is just Higurashi in the horizon, but who knows, maybe I'll take another bonus series. If I do, it'll probably be something like sports or romance, so maybe similar vibes to this, who knows. It's a great time. But yeah, have a great day, night. See you next time, bye!